When you first open your eyes, the sun is shining right overhead. The dew drops on the grass reflect all the colors of the rainbow. The first sound you hear as a newborn foal is your mother's soft neighing. When you come into the world, you are wet and vulnerable, like any baby. But as your mother carefully licks and cleans you, your fur begins to dry and fluff up. First touches, first smells. These are the memories that will form the foundation of your life. Your legs are like the strings of a puppet, completely out of your control. Your first attempts to stand up are a comedy. You fall forward, you fall backwards, sometimes you fall sideways. Every time you fall, your mother nudges you with her nose as if to say, "Come on, try again." On the third try, you finally find your balance. Your legs tremble, but you are standing. This is the first victory of your life. The world around him seems huge. The endless meadow, the blue sky above his head, the mountains rising in the distance. Everything is new, everything is amazing. You feel safe with your mother, but there is also a curiosity in you, a desire to explore this vast world. You get to know your herd. Each mare has her own character. The old bay mare is like the sage of the herd, always alert, always calm. The young chestnut mare is more playful, more interested in the other foals. The stallion, the leader of the herd, has an imposing appearance with his dark black coat. He is not only strong, but also intelligent. He anticipates dangers, leads the herd to the best pastures. In the first weeks, you have funny moments when you are learning to drink milk. Sometimes you twist and turn under your mother to find the right angle. Sometimes you're too eager and let the milk go up your nose. But every day, you get a little more proficient. Milk is your only source of nutrition at this stage of your life. Sweet, nutritious, and, most importantly, reassuring. Your first meeting with the other foals is quite interesting. You are all sniffing each other, looking at each other in surprise. Some are newborns like you, some are a few weeks old. The bravest one, a light-colored foal, comes up to you and rubs his nose against yours. A kind of handshake in horse language. You soon become playmates. During the first month, you are constantly discovering new things. How the wind caresses your fur, what the rain feels like, how the sun warms your back. Each new experience makes you a little stronger, a little braver. You can now run short distances and even make small jumps now and then. Your first wolf encounter is an unforgettable moment. First, a pungent odor on the wind. Then, the sudden silence in the herd. The adult horse's ears prick up, their nostrils flare. Before you realize what the danger is, the stallion steps forward. The gray shadows of wolves appear in the grass, 3 of them. The stallion rearing up, front hooves in the air, threatening with a mighty neigh. The mares move quickly and bring the foals into the center, forming a living wall. The wolves pause for a moment, then retreat. This event teaches you an important lesson: the power of herding and the importance of organization. In the middle of summer, milk alone is no longer enough. You study the grass with curiosity. You carefully observe how adults eat, how they pick the grass, how they pluck it, how they chew it. Your first attempt is a bit messy. You don't know what to do with the grass in your mouth. It falls a little, it falls apart a little. But over time, you learn the right technique. You start to recognize which herbs are sweet and which herbs are bitter. When autumn comes, the world changes. The leaves turn from yellow to red to brown. There are new smells in the air: dry leaves, ripe fruit, the pungent smell of approaching winter. Your coat starts to change. The summer coat is replaced by a thicker, warmer winter coat. The flock is moving more often, preparing for winter. Your first winter is a challenge. When it snows, everything is covered in a white blanket. You learn to dig under the snow to find food. Your hooves dig through the hard snow, revealing the grass underneath. Sometimes it takes hours. At night, the herd huddles together to keep warm like a living blanket. You and the other young horses stand in the center, in the warmest place. When the wind blows, everyone moves a little closer together. Finding water is another matter. When lakes and streams freeze over, the herd eats the snow to stay hydrated. But occasionally, the stallion finds unfrozen water sources, usually parts of fast-flowing streams. It sometimes takes hours of walking to reach these spots, but clean water is vital. When you are 2 years old, your body is changing rapidly. Your legs are longer, your muscles are stronger. But your hormones are also changing, and this affects your behavior. You are more restless, more energetic. The stallion notices this change, and his attitude towards you changes. He now sees you as a potential rival. One morning, when you are grazing, the stallion suddenly runs towards you. This time it's different, not a game, but a real threat. He chases you until he leads you away from the herd. Heartbroken and a little scared, you walk away. It's a painful experience, but it's part of nature. Fortunately, you are not alone. Other young male horses are with you. Joining the herd of single men means a new way of life. There's a hierarchy here, but it's more flexible. Every day you learn new fighting techniques. Some days you win, some days you lose. Every fight makes you a little stronger, a little more experienced. You are learning to kick. Timing and angle are important. You learn to bite. It's important to focus on the sensitive spots. You learn how to get up, a defensive tactic that is both impressive and effective. Most importantly, you learn when to fight and when to retreat. By the age of 4, you're a warrior. You take the lead in the bachelor pack, but that's not your main goal. You want to start your own herd. You carefully observe the herds of the other stallions. Which stallion is getting old? Which herd is more vulnerable? Your first challenge ends in disappointment. An experienced stallion easily overpowers you. You suffer wounds, both physical and pride wounds. But each defeat teaches you something. On your second try, you are more cautious, but fail again. On your third try, you choose a middle-aged stallion. The fight is long and hard, but in the end, you win. Now you have your own herd, 6 mares and their foals. Leadership is harder than you think. You have to be constantly vigilant. Every day you have to make new decisions, keep the herd safe. You have to find the best pastures, discover clean water sources, avoid dangers. Wolves are a constant threat, especially in winter. Other stallions are also looking for opportunities to take over your herd. But leadership has its perks. The trust of the herd is priceless. Watching the newborn foals and witnessing their growth is a wonderful experience. The mare's loyalty and cooperation make the herd strong. Each season brings new challenges, but you overcome them thanks to your experience. When you are 10 years old, you feel the change. You are still strong, but not as agile as before. Wounds heal more slowly. Your joints are stiffer in the morning. You face challenges from young stallions more often. Your experience helps you fend off most of them, but each challenge is a little tougher. At the age of 13, fate knocks. A powerful young stallion sets his sights on the herd. The inevitable struggle begins. You use all your experience. You try every trick, every tactic. But you fall short in the face of youth and power. Defeat hurts, but it hurts even more when the herd immediately accepts the new leader. You are alone now. You wander alone in the land you ruled for years. Bachelor herds won't take you in. You are too old. You are not allowed near the mares. You are too weak. But your survival instinct is still strong. You can find good pastures. You remember water sources. You can protect yourself from most dangers. The last winter has been particularly hard. Your bones ache from the cold. Your joints ache with every movement. The snow is deeper than ever, the grass harder to find than ever. One night, resting at the foot of a steep rock, you smell a familiar odor. Wolves. In the old days you would have fought, but now the strength is gone. Slowly you get up, maybe there is a chance. But the wolves are determined this time. Your last thought is of the pack you left behind. I hope they found a good leader.
Thank you very much for watching me. I hope you liked my story very much. To support me, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, write whatever you want in the comments, and press the notification bell for new videos.